Moses Lake swim team had a big meet last night versus Cheney. Reporter Sean Wells was on hand for the action.
It was a big non-conference swim meet for Moses Lake. After narrowly knocking off Wenatchee 500 to 499.5 in the Moses Lake sprint meet, the Chiefs knew they had another tough battle with Cheney. The Chiefs, trying to stay undefeated in a young season, got off to a great start and never looked back. Moses Lake knocked off Cheney 129 to 53. The Chiefs look to keep the winning streak going when they host Hanford, Richland, and Walla Walla in a tri-meet next Tuesday. For iFIBER 1 News, Sean Wells.
Ephrata boys and girls basketball had their hands full last night versus Ellensburg. It's always a tough battle with the Bulldogs. I was in attendance for the showdown.
The Lady Tigers dropped the lopsided 58-36 contest in the first game of the evening. Both teams struggled to put the ball in the basket in the first half that had Ephrata down 24-15 at the break. The third quarter of action saw the Bulldogs heat up from beyond the arc to stretch their lead to 40-23. Ephrata made a run with 13 fourth-quarter points, but it was too little too late, and the Tigers dropped the game by 22 points. Madison Moffett drained 14 points for the Bulldogs. Hannah Gibson and Cassidy Malcolm finished with 13 each. Maddie Stuckey led Ephrata with 10 points. Harley Vanetta had 8 in the loss. The second game of the evening saw Ephrata jump out to a big early lead. The Tigers sharpshooter Gunnar Blankenship set the pace with a couple of shots from three-point range to put the home team up 17-7. Ephrata continued to sizzle and took a 34-17 lead into the locker room at the half. The Bulldogs took a big bite out of the Tiger lead to close the gap to 43-34 to trail by 9 at the end of the third quarter. Ellensburg outscored Ephrata 20-16 over the final 8 minutes, but the Tigers held on for the 58-51 win. The Bulldogs' Garrett Hull scored a game-high 28 points. Blankenship led the Ephrata attack with 23. Lloyd Burleson finished with 12.
Big Bend basketball hosts a couple of games this Saturday. The Running Vikes take on Peninsula at noon, while the Lady Vikings host Mount Hood at 2. You can watch these games live on iFIBER Channel 1 or at iFIBER1.com. I'll be calling the action alongside Sean Wells.